JawsJr here for another rockhounding adventure. This time we are here in the shop and we're doing yet another follow-up on cutting Rainbow Obsidian. And this is the piece I've selected to work on. And what we're going to do is we're going to prepare this chunk so we can orient it in the saw to get that, say, 5 to 8 degree cut on it. And I've done this in the past. I've never sat and put it into words because I know what to do by experience and by just doing it. And trying to explain it is not easy. But what we're first going to do is, with it going to be oriented in the saw in a particular way, we will trim up this side and trim up this side. So that way these here can go into the vise correctly. This will fit into the vise, especially on this end here. And then we can show you, when I get it in the vise, how to orient the rock so it will be good. So assume the saw blade is here, face is here, other face of the vise is here. So the two wood pieces are on each side here, and the saw is going to come this way. The downside is, see how that is at an angle? So what I want to do is that I want to be able to kick this down. So this is more straight up and down to the saw blade. Because my goal is to, again, to have a very slight angle across this. That's almost too steep. But I have it to be a very slight angle. And in order to get that, I want to have control of this stone in my vise. So I want to get rid of this point and get rid of that point. And so when the saw is opened back up, we will take it over there and orient it so I can cut off that point, and then we will clamp the vise here, orient it correctly so we can get some good slabs off of that. And then in the future, I will glue this to a board and finish cutting it. But I want to just show you the process. Okay, we went ahead and got the ends cut off like I showed you. So we have that side cut off, that side cut off. What we want to do is we want this to be situated in here. And this is always a challenge. Because it seems like there's never enough hands to work on this. Okay, you see these lines here? They're a little offset to the blade. And I will see if I can line you up perfectly with that blade. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this back. This takes a bit. So now you have lines here that are off at an angle to the blade, and this here is almost straight up and down. It's probably a little bit straighter than I like it, but you know, I'm going to run it this way. Yep, I'm going to run it this way. But you see, having these edges here flat made it, mounting it inside this vise a lot easier. You're not wasting much material. You're not really wasting much material here. And if I wanted to, I could run this on a trim saw down to a couple smaller pieces and tumble it. Or thin it out and make cabs of it with the lines going that way. Won't show any color, but that's fine. I never waste any material. So I'm going to go ahead and get this saw fired up, and I don't see a point of doing periodic checks. I may pull a slab out while the saw is running and show you the progress to see what it looks like. Well, we are done cutting that entire slab. Some interesting things I found out here. So let's move you over here just a little bit better. So these are kind of in reverse order here. Okay, the end cut. There you go. See some color in that. And then the next one. Got some sludge on that. See, there's some color there. So my angle was pretty good. But we had a little issue pop up with this stone here. This is the last good one with any color, because the last 3 pieces, the color disappeared. A little bit of purple in that one. That is why I'm selling this stuff for only $5 a pound rather than the $10 to $15 a pound that good Davis Creek Rainbow Obsidian is worth. So this happens. But go back to one of the good ones. That color pattern is really good. Nice, even spacing on that. You can see the angle to the lines I cut. Now, when you go to cut your own Rainbow Obsidian, it's going to take some practice. Take some time to understand how these lines interact with the colors and how to properly set it up with your saw. And as you saw, we did some work on this again. Now, is there going to be any more color in this? I don't know. I'm going to be cutting it and finding out. But you can see the lines and how they're in relation to the cut. If there's color, it's going to be in this area through here, down here. So, cutting obsidian, especially Rainbow Obsidian, some of it can be hit and miss. So, there you go. I'm going to let you guys go. You kind of get an idea of how to orient the material in your saw to get some of the color to show. Just remember, everyone's life's an adventure. Then there's mine, still learning about this Rainbow Obsidian. This is Adventures of JawsJr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.